Hi there and welcome to this video, which is the third in the series of the poem Hasher. If you haven't checked out the other two videos, check them out. They combine two poems and they also randomly create a new poem. In this iteration of the program, what happens is we're combining two poems, but this time we can select how many lines or how many words we want to appear on each line. So if we had, let's say, 500 words across the two poems, we could say that we want the poem to only have 5 words on each line, and then it obviously creates this. Again, it's a random poem, random set of words on each line taken from two poems. So let's see how it works first, and then we'll go behind the scenes and have a look at the code. Okay, let's press run. So, how many words do we want to have on each line? Let's go for 6. It combines the two poems. Enter the name of the file. Let's call it test1. And the file has successfully been merged. So let's have a look. So here it is, test1. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on each line, and it's combined the two poems. Now, if you've been watching any of the videos, you will know that the first poem is Clusters of Heaven, and the second poem is Raging Light. I forgot what it's called, I do apologise. Dying Light, should really know what it is. Anyway, Dylan Thomas at his best. What it does is it takes one word from each of these and combines them into this poem here. Let's run it again, and let's try a different number of words per line. Okay, so we're going to go for 11 this time. Name of the file, we'll call it test2. Successfully merged. And you can see here, it's created the poem. Right, if you're interested in how it works, let's have a quick look over the code. Again, if you've been following any of the series, you will see how this has been developed and how I've created it. So I won't go through the bits that are the same, because obviously they haven't changed, but the new part here is to store, and this is the new variable for storing the poem. Okay, obviously combine the poem together, and then we're writing to the new poem there. Okay, now the big bit, which is obviously changed here, is the actual selecting of the random words. So first of all, we select a random word, okay, and we add that to a variable called final file, and then we iterate through each of the words in the file, or the final file variable, and then we pick them and we store them in a random order into this to store variable. Okay, so the random word here is just picking a random word from the list, and then creating them. So I can show you this here. We can take that out, and you can see the poem created as a random list. I just tab this out. So let's run this. Okay, so we want 3 words per line, and you can see now that we've printed out the full list. Okay, so this is the full list being printed out here, and if I print this, so if we actually append that bit. Okay, so the second print we're going to do as a test is going to remember to this here. There we go. Right. So this second test you're going to see now is going to be the this random set, or the set of words randomly organised, and you're now going to see them in groups of, let's go for 5. Okay, so that first line here, the final file, that stores all the words in a random sequence. Okay, this set of code here adds all of these random words in a random order in groups of 5, because I've asked for 5, to this to store variable. And you can see if you look at this, we've got this here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll actually know this is actually an array. So we've created an array which holds each of the words. Now, if I decided to run this again, and this time I put in, let's put 9. You can now see that the words are stored in groups of 9. And then obviously it writes it to the file, and off we go. So we run it. Let's go for 3 per line. I'm going to call it test 3. Successful merge. Here's test 3. Fabulous. So the next stage of the program then is to add an option where you can pick how many lines you want. So we've got how many words, and now we want to pick how many lines, and then the final part will be to allow the user to select the number of stanzas. So we'll have number of words per line, number of lines per stanza, number of stanzas, and then we've combined the 2 poems into a completely random new poem. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed these videos, please share them for others, and happy poetry.